Go.
Hi, traders. It is 11:04 EST. It's time for Mike and me. Markets under pressure. I just wanted to touch on a couple things, Mike. I was hoping for a rally. I covered some of my stuff last week, but we got a whole 5,400 in the S&Ps. Anyway, to me, this is the most important chart on the board, U.S. dollar yen. And the reason is this 152 level. You go back several years, 52 was important, then it stalled at 52, then it held, and that's what we held last week. The reason is the yen is the funding currency for the carry trade that most people use. They use the yen as funding because rates are low. So if there's going to be a change in rates, or if there's risk off, like the yen got more expensive in a week, and BOJ meets tonight. So maybe the BOJ could give the market some relief by not raising rates, and the yen could pop again. But I would say that maybe we're even seeing some of the spillover effects from the continued unwind of the carry trade. But under 152 is going to be a major negative signal for the carry trade and for risk, in my view. So line in the sand for risk in across, I think, all global equity markets and anything else you consider risk on, that people borrow yen and buy stuff with it. This is an important chart. Just one other thing, I've been talking about it a couple of days, and it's starting to shape up. And you don't see much here on the weekly, but look here, this is where nat gas bottomed, had a rally, made new lows, diverge, and we could be developing a right shoulder. This time we're putting in a higher low, and on some shorter time frames, you've had some nice wicks with very glaring divergence. I think this is a good shot. I was going to ask you about nat gas producers, and a trader buddy of mine, Mike, likes the drillers. It seems kind of obvious to me that's a Trump trade, drill, baby, drill, right? So when after the debate and the likelihood of a Trump presidency, people poured into drillers. Is that what happened?
I don't know, Coach. Some drillers are breaking high, some drillers are breaking low. I could point out two beautiful examples of the equivalent of Apple, the Apple drillers breaking low, and the Microsoft drillers breaking high. That type of market, really, literally.
Okay.
I'll show you. BKR. Look at the old Baker Hughes BKR. You have the symbol?
I will in a minute. I just noticed this though, Mike. Even with gold up $5 here, and I put out a sell over 24 yesterday. It was good for over $30. Still think gold's going to work lower, but gold is still up $5, and GDX is down.
The market the Dow just fell 800 points in about 4 minutes, so that might have something to do with it.
The Dow, yeah, that's right. They're stocks. That's exactly what it has to do with it. That the miners get caught up in this stuff too. So the S&Ps looks like they broke a little bit of a triangle here. Doesn't mean they can't try and dig their heels in tomorrow and rally, but I'd like to see it over 55. That would give you 56, and that's where I'd be a seller. NASDAQ still leading the way, almost at new lows here. So they look ugly. SQQ having a pretty good day. So I guess I was premature covering half up here. Looks like they're going to make new highs. Anyway, just things continued over, SQQ's had a good run. It only corrected in time, not price. Right now, the market doesn't look too good. Maybe that's why they're going to
actually, it doesn't look too good. There are stocks saying it's faking people out. There's still places to go. It's dwindling. Goldman Sachs is a behemoth. ExxonMobil, we pointed out that before. SFM is up 10%. We're still, they faked out. They faked out this morning.
Okay. Well, the weakness is obviously Like I said, I thought that the things that led the market up would lead it down, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
There's semiconductors, right? That one of the market leaders, Nvidia, I think, has made new lows. Mickey pointed it out. That's pretty ugly.
He's been on that trade. He's waiting for 105. I mean, you know what? You know what? Okay.
It is 105.
The video?
Yeah, it's 104.70 right now.
Oh, all right. You know what? I don't even. This is what you take it for what you want. I'm not even looking at it. I don't know if
Okay.
that's capitulation.
So Microsoft has earnings tonight. Maybe that'll bail things out. But most of the Mag 7 still looks kind of lousy.
Yeah, that's true.
Rotation continues, but even on a day where you have rotation, yeah, the banks look good. Here's XLF. That's about to make a new high. So how about JP Morgan making a new high here?
Goldman
Yeah.
Sachs is the one.
Okay. JP Morgan's going to try and make a new high here. All right. So I'm going to turn the charts over to you,
All
man.
right. Let's rip. Okay. This is where I told you price action trumps sentiment. Let's go. I'll share the screen in a second. Daily charts, share screen. This was the tip off. ON Semiconductor yesterday had huge news, was up what? Went from 0 to hero, was up like $14 at one point yesterday. Go back to TradeGATEHub, watch the video. The rest of the group was down. Same thing. PayPal today. Same thing as what ON did yesterday. PayPal did the same thing. ON was strong. The rest of the group was negative. PayPal reported. And the rest of the group took the advantage, same chart, to take everything else down. There's Net, there's ES, there's Square. Procter & Gamble, boom, binary move. That, you know, everything worked. Coca-Cola, every other consumer staple worked. Or cyclical if you want. Procter, the other way. All right, let's look at something else. GLW, they couldn't get enough of it. Couldn't get enough for 2 weeks ago. They destroyed it. And listen, I had it a little bit when it rounded the top. I mean, $1, 46 to 37 within 2 weeks. And it took, by the way, stairs up. This was, I mean, 1, 2, coach, I'm not making, call what you will. There it is. So what are you going to do now? I mean, is it about, I'm not sure. I'm just telling you, stocks making move. CMG calls were coming in off the bottom. I said very well. I mean, it's not a big move. But CMG went up all day while the others went down. Let's look at something else. ADM, Archer Daniel Midland. That reversed actually. That reported. So listen, like I said, Goldman's there. ExxonMobil's there. You know, it's very easy to find. Let's go to the main page. It's very easily to find strength in a weak market. Like I said, there are a lot of reasons to tip a hand.
Not on the right-hand side of your chart of your page.
You know what? Where's
it's all red, mainly I call it 70% at least red on the right-hand side of your all those prices. Yeah.
You know, Tilray, there's SFM had news, Procter, you know, 3M's holding in there. You know, do you buy? Listen, the market just pulled back 400, 500 points or whatever. 3M, do you buy it and try to make $1? You know what I mean? Or are people going to try to get out of this when it pops $1? Well, this is one of the, Coca-Cola. The market just pulled back again. You're buying it here? Maybe it has another $1. I don't know, maybe it's an easy trade. I don't know. Apple bears coming across. Here's another one. Hood. This held. Okay, short Hood. Another one that was a good short. 0 to hero to 0. Roku. I still have that short. Netflix puts were going off. Coach, you know what? Like I said, in the group, you asked me about oils, Schlumberger, okay, or Halliburton. But you get again to BKR, the old Baker Hughes. There's a driller. It's a major driller, Baker Hughes. All right, so you have Exxon, like I said before. But you had, Murphy Oil. I don't know, bunch of MRO, another major oil. You know, some stocks look good, some stocks aren't. Maybe they're going to mega. Let's go to my main screen. They were more interested in Apple, maybe down 73 cents or Google down 20 cents and trying to pick trying to go into VRT. You know, you couldn't get enough of it for years. Years, coach. I'm going plural now. Now we're getting into years territory. We said the NASDAQ hasn't had a move in 2017. Now we're getting into, it's not, going on beyond last March or this quarter. The moves are getting larger. And from what I understand, when the moves get larger, there's still no settling and there's more move to a downside. Like I said, it's very easy to point out strong stocks in the week. CRWD can't recover. Best of breed until the data breach. Best of breed. It got cut in half, coach. Cut in half.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of negative action you've shown me.
Well, PayPal had PayPal. I'm like, listen, sometimes they don't do, sometimes IBM doesn't, like the old days, doesn't garner the whole tech sector. I know some things are more, the more different broad, it's more broad based. But PayPal, and then you get Square. Now this is a chance how can this not be a chance to short it here?
Yeah.
That got, takes out a new low, 60. I don't know. Is it $2 in it? Are you really afraid of a short squeeze? Nobody was afraid of it buying up here, or the sell off, or the rug pull, or anything. Are you really? Are you cognizant or are trading because you're scared of a rug pull? You weren't, so don't be afraid of a short squeeze. It's going to happen until it happens. Go to the main board again.
Yeah, that's a very bearish formation.
All right. Newmont. All right, there you go. Don't have an interest. Not as sure if the stock leads the commodity leads the stock, the carry trade. I'm trying not to be that intelligent, to be honest, because I couldn't figure it out. And maybe you can. I'm not saying you have a better chance. I'm not going to say it, but I don't know what to do here. Nobody's taking calls anymore in CCJ. If you flip this chart around and it was taking as many calls as it wasn't, this is a short. Now it dried up. What's going to propel this thing? Maybe it has 40 in it. All the calls that held it in there for this last 3 months, and every time I was saying I like it because the calls are hanging in there, and it's always going to give you the out. And from freaking 2000, from February to for a good 4 months it did. Now everything's all now what do you do? Now they're killing these other things. Smart, these things. So do they have shorts in them? Maybe they have another 10% to the downside. I don't know. It's getting harder. The VIX is popping. So I'm trying to keep the proverbial powder dry and not throw out some old boomer cliche. But you just said Procter & Gamble's makes these moves. What do you have tonight? Netflix? What do we have tonight? We'll go to TradeGATEHub because I know one thing. Surf's Up's right on top of it. Not to sound cliche. Let me share my screen, Coach. Anybody have any questions? I'll get into the screen when I get in here. Post attendee. Yeah, I'm a post attendee. Let's go to TradeGATEHub right here. Bought in the video 105 tight stop. Okay, there's a plan. Man, a plan I appreciate that. First of all, not to pat McDooley on the back all the time. The guy's where the money is. Regardless, he's in DXCM. He's in NVIDIA. Groupon, bad trade. Should have sold that yesterday. Okay, what was I getting into? Earnings. All right, there you go. With VIX popping up here, Coach, I don't want to try to be that cavalier. I have a freaking responsibility. AMD, Microsoft, Starbucks, Pins, Fizzler did exactly what CW CrowdStrike did, but without news. CrowdStrike at least caused the, Fizzler. It was best of breed. Brilliant. What are you going to do? That's a binary situation coming there. Probably, I don't know what to do, but I'll tell you right now, to have a $20 move in it, and I'm not going to make a move stepping into it because I want to try to make $8 or something after it, right?
So it feels like late to short and premature to buy.
Why bother?
So
why bother? Yeah. Everything's binary. Procter & Gamble. If you took a shot long this, you're stuck for 2 months. So, but you could have made a nice trade off the 200-day. I'm not saying it had a good range because it really doesn't bearish. But let's go out to who else was reporting. I don't know. Right now I'm in the middle. Right now I'm either day trading, or repositioning. There's no swing for me. I don't know. What am I gonna do in Procter? Like I said, you can bring in Newmont. I don't know if I should be like this and saying back up the truck. I'm not. Should I? CVS. Now it's going up every day as the market goes down. Should I be backing up the truck here as the market's going down today? Should I be buying more or is initiate a position here? I don't know. Am I late? Who knows? I'm just going, thank God I just go by calls, to leave me in there or else I'd go insane. Knowing if I should buy 3M here and Nvidia's going to bounce off the 105 or the rotation's going to go back into, or should I be loading the boat into Exxon? I don't know. Calls are going off. Very easily this thing could go down to 115 and I'm stuck $2 in it. And by the way, I don't have 200 or 300 shares, but I'd rather be down sometimes 20% in a low floater than be down $2 in Exxon. Disney, they didn't want it. Now it's pulling a CMG rounding off the buy. It's 89 to 93 move, gets people liquid when they can sell something.
Is that because they slashed ticket prices? People are also
no, I think they had a
liquidating
good. I
Disney?
think they had a good opening. One of those some good opening, but the good.
But
opening,
they
good
are
opening.
slashing ticket prices.
Well, that's fine. I don't know if
Well,
that's.
I'm just saying that that's a statement. I don't think Disney does that often.
No, that's more. No, I appreciate that you're giving a big and they should be.
People,
CMG. Look at what's the macro picture. Actually, the hotels aren't that bad. Hilton Hotels is okay.
okay.
People are staying in hotels. Marriott are still taking cruises. All right, that's not bad. This what happened. So maybe the last 2 weeks the market pulled, but I don't think everything between 2 weeks changed. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. Who knows, Coach? IBM came out with earnings. They're still hanging in there. All right, I don't know if that's flat. I don't know. LUV. Who knows? I don't know, Coach. I'm trying right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, look,
I'm getting. You know what? I'm getting
it's
what I
okay
asked for.
to say I don't know.
No, I'm getting what
No,
I
you
asked.
do. You don't do anything.
I'm getting what I asked for. I want the. I want the VIX to pop. So I got to be aware now. I'm getting what I asked for. Here you go. Semis in the low, AMD lows, Microsoft lows, both report after hours. All right, both are going to have a 10% move or whatever. I'll be in it. Maybe I can make up some of these stocks like a Groupon, which bad trade for me. I made an error. I'm pissed. I really am because I made the market didn't go against me and I had it, things happen all the time. This is something that I knew. Oh, Groupon. I did a video on it yesterday. Once it didn't break out of this, yesterday's high on Groupon was 1840. And I said something, if I was short, it'd be 22. There's the daily, there's the weekly. Then I said it had weekly resistance. Maybe I made a mistake being too cavalier. That was going to be one of the, by the way, it did have calls. Not like I said, let's start with Groupon here. Group calls were rampant, really were. So then now I'm in it from now a winner turned into a loser. Now I have 11,000 from 1780. There's the green line. My line, I'm in it from here, that green line. And I'm down 1784 and it's 1584. I'm down $2. That's a horrible trade. Horrible trade. It's even the money. Where I get out? It could go down here. Last time it pulled a fake. The freaking thing go down to 12.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong. So now I got to work out of it. I knew it from yesterday from, I would say right here, 17th. I knew it too.
So what was your thinking when you didn't exit?
The calls kept me in.
Okay. Got you. All right.
And then foolishly maybe a price action. I don't know. Then what is the 21 day was 1620 and the 50 day is 1570. So it's 50 cents. Now I thought the 50 days the line in the sand for me usually on something at least swing, to readjust. Now it broke below it. Now everybody's probably shorting. It's going lower because they know I'm long it. Thank you. So now it even broke this. So I know it's crowded. Everybody was thinking the same. I know it's crowded. See the volume? The reversed on volume. It's bad trade. Where am I going to get it? I have offers to get. Here's my offers. 1672. These numbers here. Hold on. Here's where I'm trying to be. Let's go to the 20-minute. No, let's go to the, hold on. Let's go to the 15-minute chart on Groupon. Here's the 15-minute chart. I'm trying to get out. Maybe it bounces. I'm not even trying for new highs. Maybe it bounces to the bottom half of this upper range here. 16.6. If I get lucky and think it's $16, it bounces $1. I'd be happy to take a $12,000 loss hit. Well, ecstatic for it to go right back up here. No? Do I have a chance?
Sure.
Well, if it holds the 50-day,
Need
maybe they
the
bounce.
tape
I don't
to
know. I'm not
need
going to
the
add to
tape to
it.
improve.
I'm not going to add to it. UNG, there you go. Dale Pinker. Traders call him coach. UNG, new high of the day. Boom. Nice call, coach.
Thanks.
So let's go to the screen.
That could be just starting.
Oh, I don't question it. It's not like I'm on it. Believe me, I'm on it. Nothing's better than making some money back on the Widowmaker long when everybody else is short.
Yeah.
Any questions? Hold on here. Let's go to the people. Mickey, 3-month Nvidia, Head and Shoulders, 90 in play. I'm not interested in Nvidia. Not even a little long Comstock. Not interested. Cold winter in Europe. Now you're talking cold weather. Mickey was on the right path. Now he's talking about cold weather in Europe for the winter. How the hell do you know what's going to, in all due respect, what's going to go on in the winter? I don't mean to be a Weisenheimer. I should have articulated it better. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, last winter they were real worried in Europe, and they had an unusually warm winter, which helped them get through not having supplies from Russia. Also, the UK cut back the support that they were giving their citizens to help them pay their gas bills
The
to heat
overreactor.
their home. Anyway, that's
I
just
get
a
what he's
little
saying. I
backstory.
get what he's saying.
I'm trading the charts like always.
No, but you know what? This is okay. Maybe it's me being a Generation Xer, borderline a boomer. Is when I hear the first thing before I even started becoming a trader. There was a gentleman that lived in our town. He was a wealthy guy. He was the guy. I'm going back, 40 years ago. The guy that took the train with the briefcase, had everything he wanted, the trainer. And he's the only thing he told me from the first lessons I learned. It doesn't matter if he says never ever trade on anything predicated with the weather. So he's talking about when somebody said the weather, trade upon that, I freak out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that's before they had, that's before the Farmer's Almanac was just as good as the 7-day forecast. What they didn't have things they have now. I get it, but
Still is.
the weather with me is I get cringy with the pen. Never do anything predicated on an animal or weather.
Well, you take calls from Tony. When he's on your back, you're on his back, you're selling. When he sleeps on his tummy, you're buying.
No, I don't know. Believe me, he's made a couple of dances on the Wall Street Journal in his adolescence, but not anymore.
All right, so wisdom from Mike today on probably the most I
Mike, I
heard
know
you
what you
say
mean.
I don't know
No,
in
I don't know.
quite a while.
I don't know. All
So
I know
you
is
know
I'm
what?
getting what I asked for. The VIX is getting elevated.
Yeah.
And here's the list that anybody wants to leave it today. No matter which style you trade, this is the most active list. Boom. TYOU points out to me. I don't know if the trade's over. It normally does 300,000. So what else? Let's look at let's really look at something that makes sense. SoFi has 150% of its volume, if you will. No, 100 and more than that, almost double. No range, up 7 cents. Not interested. Nobody knows. So I'll go here. Soxel, I'm interested in. Pfizer had news, no range. Merck down 12, had earnings. Already has 150% of its volume. The trade over, I don't know. But much like the trade that Mickey, let's pat him on the back, DXCM, huge range like this, and it did resume. Another good point. Maybe this has an inside day. We can take some money. Oh my God. You know what I mean, Coach?
Yeah.
So
There's a little bit, there's fear creeping in. That's what the VIX is saying.
that's incredible. That's incredible. I feel bad for people. You start off the summer like that, you know what I mean? You go on, you take an RCL, for a 3-month cruise. You come back and you got Merck. What else is that? Home Depot?
Yeah, there's some body blows.
Yeah, body blows, yeah.
Well, you know what? You can't step into a boxing ring and not expect to be hit, be punched. Was watching the Olympic
Starbucks.
boxing. Yeah.
How about this one? You know what? Be a real trader. would short Starbucks. Real trader would.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
every
know.
gap.
Yeah.
The juice might be out of the punch bowl. I get it. You know your stop. There's the channel, but right here, I don't know. I don't know. They're better trades, but that that's what the chart would say. Your stop. I mean, it can't go. What's the cat? Even the cat. What was the catalyst here? Activism, whatever. When I hear activism was this. Etsy, activism. You know what I mean? Macy's was activism. That's what that got them. So I'll
You
tell you
want
that
to
I'm
see
seeing
activism?
in my account.
Watch the Democratic convention. There'll be plenty of activists outside.
Well, this is it. I appreciate that, Coach. This is activism. Do less is
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing: if you want to do something, XLF are taking calls. They can go. If you want to have to do something, this is the thing they do. There's Goldman. I know. Is it obvious? I don't know. Citi. XLF is taking calls.
Yeah, they
All
still
right.
look good.
I don't know. Maybe it goes the opposite in NVIDIA. Just like Mickey said, you wanted to start taking a stab at 105. I'm not going to talk you out of it. Be prepared with the volatility this way. Maybe you did get the bottom, but be prepared for to test it at the very least. How about that?
Yeah. Well, it was my contention.
Out of breath.
Everyone was worried. No one wanted to be short because the Russell took off. And I said the stocks that led the market up will lead the market down. That's exactly what's happening.
No, well, the cliche when you say that, Coach, lead off is everybody like Mike Tyson. Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Mickey had a plan. Everybody's getting punched in the face now with NVIDIA. All right, guys got a plan. Fought back. I appreciate it. Whether it comes to fruition, I'm not. The guy's been watching since 1:30. So with those plans in place, when you track that, whether you're on a live account or demo account, that's how you learn. Not turning the screen on and saying, whoa, oh, look at this CMAX. This is
It never took out that key reversal in the video. I mean, it gave you a reason to not be long a month ago, NVIDIA.
Lockheed Martin. Did you buy it here?
Okay.
It has relative strength.
Sure does. What's it, 90 on the RSI?
Well, yeah.
I went short it. So.
I wasn't sure those trades are there. It is RSI historical, weekly historical, the RSI Lockheed Martin monthly. Well, we said you're going to go by monthly, you're in trouble. But it's just I don't know if that's administrative. I don't think that's not why the VIX is higher because there's something like this hanging in there. I'm not sure.
I think it's also not a great sign that the market has given up so much market cap with yields already coming down quite a bit. So it's doing it in a friendly interest rate environment. And the dollar hasn't exactly been exploding. So, kind of had a weak dollar environment too. So, look, there's going to be a time when the bulls have been right so long, and this is a narrative. It was just a 5% sell-off in S&Ps, 10 in NASDAQ. We've had a million of them, and the market it was a buying opportunity. Well, we're going to find out pretty soon.
I'll tell you something though. They took up every other of these consumers. Colgate, not sexy, but it's emblematic of the market. They reversed it at the high after earnings. They reversed Coca-Cola.
Defensive.
Procter? What happened to Procter? They forget about it? What happened here? I mean, I feel bad for people that took a shot. I get it. Now you're stuck. Now the call's got to unwind. Now the people that bought the calls in there are the very thing they're unwinding the other way. That's what happened with Ford. Oh, look at Coach. Yeah. It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible. People got this in their account. This is another cruise account. Yeah, we've been waiting for 2 years to thing to pop. Finally, GE. Hope it goes up. All right, GE is at least hanging in there. I know that's a boomer one. But you know what I mean, Coach.
Yeah.
So listen, let's start for anybody that's new. Don't step. This is what. Okay, suppose I'm signing off now. What do? I sign off. I go through my feeds and I see what's taking calls. I see what's major stocks here. I'm not only looking at my screen right now because I don't want to get distracted by, believe me, I'll get deflected. NVIDIA, obviously Apple, the mega. Now forget stock picking, because as we said here, let me leave the coach is an important point. Forget stock picking now. Hedge funds and all this type of stuff as I think I posted at least yesterday, they already got squeezed out of the majority of, those stocks already made the squeeze moves. All right. So let me point this out there as the hedge funds are out.
Just a reminder, tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern time, we're going to have Chris Vermeulen on at the Technical Trader. I've been on a panel with Chris. He's a very good technician. So
Enough said. I love technicians.
To say.
What I was saying.
Followers.
Yeah. I'll move on. Whatever. I get distracted. Serve. Right here. This is how it unwinds. The stocks with the highest IV. Serve. Talk of a cautious report. Now you really want to know if the market has any juice in it, because they'll keep squeezing it or not. Serve. Okay, bringing it up all week from 4 to 24. Today's high was 24. Today's low is 17. There you go. So, stocks traded.
Two-sided action, man. Everything a trader wants. Like the end. All right, Mike.
Thanks, Coach.
What do you want to wrap it with?
Well, one of the better futures trader, or best futures trader that I know that has a private Twitter feed besides yourself. He's private. Got to get to know him. It is all about NVIDIA. I think that's where I think NVIDIA is the ATM balance on America at the moment.
Yeah, it was the poster child for the parabolic move in semis.
I think if you went to the ATM and you got your balance, NVIDIA is reflected of where it should be, where it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah. There's a smart guy. I know somebody's got Coke, but it's probably offset by Procter & Gamble. Somebody's probably got Apple long, but it's offset by Microsoft. You know what I mean? Somebody's got Baker Hughes along. I'll be offset by Halliburton.
Okay. Very crowded trade still, NVIDIA. I don't think people have thrown in the towel yet.
Microsoft lows. All right. This is no good. All right. Microsoft AMD coming into earnings tonight. Okay. A lot of stocks look weak. Shopify. Look at the Shopify upgrades. Everything at the Shopify packaging. What's going to propel it? Even if it goes up, this is short. Coach, Shopify. APP, they try to hold it up. Oh, another one. Oh my God. Yeah, Coach.
The whole board, Mike.
What's that?
The whole board.
It looks worse than I thought.
We didn't rally. We had a big break last week. Market tried to rally. It was feeble.
It looked worse than I thought. Now they go through these. Now, now the morning day trading wore off. Now I'm looking. Now, I'm broadening out. I'm seeing actually what's going on. You know what I mean? The trading calls is over. You know what I mean? So things like that. Now I'm looking. Crowd strike affecting a lot of things here. More than America, affecting America. NVIDIA affecting more than these, Coach. Bristol Myers. I'm going to go to the board. It'll be a minute. All right. VIX, highs. I can't send Bell Ray. All right. I got to liquidate. Owen Semiconductor. MU, weakest of the week, was the first one to never show. Bunch up SMH over MU.
Yeah.
The weakest one the whole time. Now it's approaching the 200-day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm pissed now that I look at this. Now I'm pissed.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't get short into the hole either here.
No, I'm not, Coach. I'm not nervous. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not pissed. GM hold Disney. All right. Maybe you want to buy Disney now. The market's at the lowest, but Disney might have, 50 cents in it, but I don't know if it's worth it, or $1 in it. If you get stuck in it, it might turn around with the market here. No, don't initiate new positions anyway right now. I'm not the one that's up for trading. It's 11:30 on a Tuesday with Microsoft, AMD. The video is important. Google's positive. VIX is at the highs. Exxon being at the highs is not positive. Goldman Sachs being at the high is not positive. It means all the rich are putting their money in cash or money market funds. That's what it tells me. No?
They may they're benefiting from the move in rates. Maybe
Of course, that's why they're buying up all the real. They're buying up. You read the Post. Read the Post. If it's in the Post, it must be true. Caterpillar. I don't know. Does that's strong? Does that say something? I don't know. It's in the middle anyway. I look at this chart, no matter what the symbol is. I say right here, it's no interest.
Like watching you flip around to all these charts, you know, when I find myself doing that, there's nothing for me to do. And that's okay because it's funny. Maybe even by the close, something will clear up and be compelling, or the next day. But the more I'm scanning, the more I know there's nothing for me to do.
How did
Because
this happen?
You're
How did this
searching instead of it hitting you right in the face.
July
Okay.
20th? That's right, Coach. You know what? That comes to the point that I made here. Search for what's price action instead of an opinion. This is where your opinions. It's harder to break an opinion than a bad trading habit. Stick to a trading habit. That's my point with the natural gas and all that stuff.
Okay.
Whether your opinion's right, it's easier to stick with a good habit than to break a bad opinion or even a good opinion. The good opinion will.
Here's one. Don't have an opinion. Trade levels.
I don't have an opinion. Let's look at this. I have an opinion. VIX. Thank God I'm getting my money. Now, okay, this is my VIX. The VIX, I'm getting the money back in the fund. I liquidated everything the other day. I'll show you. You said about MT5?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me just punch this up. Let me punch up new screen. This is my new share. Hold on. This is what I have now. Barely anything. Hold on. What do we got? 400 3M, 1800 Bristol Myers, 24,000 VIX. My price is 54. And that's it. 1800 squares, some Nike I bought on the low, a micro lot, and that's my whole. And believe me, I got a lot of. I got 990% cash, or whatever it is. So that's where I am there. I got to get back a little on the VIX. I'll reevaluate. I can't even believe I'm in it, but I'm in it. I'm protected. Nike, thought it was going to be somebody near the high. I'm in that. There's my 14,000 Nike.
Yeah.
From 75.
Maybe if it gaps up, it'll leave a huge island.
No, I'll be all right. All right. So I believe I believe it's why, unless there's something macro or something news related will knock it down. I'm well aware maybe another 5 to 10%. It could happen. But right for now, I think I might be able to get out of that 75.
Well, so far I put SQQ up there. It's not as dramatic, but it's still an island.
SQQ is brilliant. I like it. If I really held to what I say, and I do, I don't care what the entity is.
Can
I
you
would think
blow it
about
up a
getting
little
loans.
bit? You'll see an island, maybe. Okay. So where was that gap down?
ARM. They're buying puts into ARM, into earnings tomorrow. Loading into puts. There it is. It's amazing, man. Tesla low of the day. VIX highs of the day. I don't know. Tesla's now below the gap. Now everything's blowing up on my screen. MU bearish. They're riding it down to the 200-day, the algos. Literally riding it down. MU bear. Hold on. They're riding it down to the 200-day. I don't blame them. And don't think that made a higher low or a lower high. That's not a lower high at this type of time of the day with the market now down breaking low. There's the SPYs. Now the SPYs broke the 50-day on the daily. Now you have to run for cover. I'm not being dramatic. Not run for cover. I wouldn't initiate any longs here. There's the SPY daily. Now you go to the Qs. They're breaking down too. Now you go to the VIX, pulling an island. I completely agree. No matter what the entity is. All right, so that's it. It's over. Amazon bearish with action. Amazon bearish. All right, so they're riding them down. Amazon bearish. You can ask me. August 2nd puts. NVIDIA, August 16. August 16. MU, September 24th. Somebody's getting a little bit more cavalier. So then short dated, but I don't see anybody. This is the bottom point. from stocks that have, from behemoths that everybody wanted to pull back, I still see them, these short guys riding it low. I don't see anybody going out there with Google bombs like they did, Coach, remember?
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah.
Or Citibank down here. Nobody's going, nobody's going up with any bombs on these stocks down here. Nobody's saying I'm stepping in and going to, I'm buying 1 million December 420s. That's what it tells me. So I'm not going to be here. Smart guys know. Here, QQQ, 100-day, around 45, 50, 40. There's the 100 days on the Qs. Some people ask me, what do you use, the simple or the exponential moving average? You know what the answer I got since I took the what is that thing? Series 7? Use the simple. Why? Because it's simple. Qs, 100 days, 455, 40. No interest. Let it go. No interest. I don't care. Not at the middle of the day. Nobody's going to step. Nobody. There is a Qs weekly. I don't like in the middle of the day. It's rookie money middle of the day. It's even worse than rookie money in the morning when there's normal trading. Middle of the day money when there's a lot going on is the worst. I got to get up. Deer, bearish activity going on. Ton of bearish flow on Deer. There's the weekly on Deer. There's the line in the sand on the 200-day. You don't want it to break. There's the daily on Deer. So that's all I'm saying. Deer,
All right. Well,
bearish.
thanks for sharing.
There it is. There's the board.
Okay. Red tape. Let's see if what the Fed does tomorrow. Obviously, the market's not expecting the Fed to save them tomorrow. I wonder what would happen if they did ease early. Maybe they will if they see this action. I don't know. Market's acting like they're, expecting the Fed to do nothing tomorrow.
But you know what? Even if it's not, even if it's a 1% consideration, I think your point about what happens if they ease early, you should have an opinion. You never know if it happens. It's something that if it does, it's going to be binary, as you know, or dramatic.
For a while, yeah.
So you got to know how to react to it, even if the 1% chance.
Yeah.
You own a business. I'm a business owner. I own an account. There's a 1% chance that I can make 5 to 10 to 20% my money when it's that type of any type of, I'm going to know about it. I got to know about it. That's a good point. Great point.
We'll see what Paul does tomorrow.
The guy was bombing. Remember that? I had a 5-minute rant on yesterday about the guy was going 35 when the stock yesterday was 68 in the money calls. He was doing it at 68. Now it's 57 at the 50-day. Stock's hot. You're going to go step in here? There you go. Nice little gap. Stock's been good on good news, pulling back on low volume. This is the real trade. I'm not going to do it, but this is the trade. Great news. Hold the gap. Acted well. The product of the market. Calls are going off the board, and it's at the 50-day on low volume. This is the trade you want to try if you do. Oxygen.
Okay.
So
see how it finishes.
I hope I'll try to. We'll try to do better than next time, but that's what I'm thinking.
All right, Mike.
Thank you, Coach, for letting me rant.
Hang tough.
Oh yeah, no, I got a plan. As long as I have a plan, and I got a chip in a chair.
Okay, you're ready.
Cheers. We'll try to do better next time. Thanks, Javi.
Right, see you guys.
Thanks everybody behind the scenes. Cheers.
See you.
Thanks, Coach.